Hi, how are you? How are you? I'm going live. I want to do a dab, many dabs, and take a nap. So I thought I'd go live for a while, see what's going on in live land. How is everybody? I'm going to do a dab. Big slab of crumble. Light my banger. Hi, I'm lighting my banger. Good morning, Papa. How are you? Hi, Country Farmer. Good to hear, Papa. I know this is your busy time of year on the farm. I saw your left hand is working really well, Country Farmer. I think that's great. Good upon you, everybody. Good morning, Italian girl. Good morning, Benny. I was going to call you on Hangouts this morning, but I didn't want to bother you on a Saturday morning. Okay. I have to clean my pipe out. Okay. There we go. I want to get really high so I can take a nap. I'm in a Saturday nap mood. That was quick, Italian girl. Oh, my trip was great. So we drove down last Friday night in the motorhome, and I slept about 3 hours, maybe 4, in the motorhome. And then we got there, and the family, we were in Bodega Bay, and the family went until 5 p.m., and that's when the wedding reception started, because we didn't go to the wedding, because it was up on top of a mountaintop somewhere, because the bride's a real romantic, and she had these great plans for her wedding, and she got to have them. Hi, Rand. And so the lady Marta, who was the lady who did the wedding, got blisters on her feet from walking up there. She said it was really a hard walk. Anyway, so they had their wedding, and then they had the reception, which is where we all went, and it was just great. The two families, Harjish, Jeethi is her nickname, Jeethi, her family is Indian, from India, and her mother is from India, dresses like in the traditional Indian garb, and her father is from India, and they have 6 daughters and 1 son, and 5 of the daughters and 1 son made it to the wedding. 1 daughter couldn't come, and so um, and they had some grandchildren. I think they have about 4, maybe 5 little ones, maybe less, maybe 3, 4. And there was a great spread. Marta, who was the officiant at the wedding, she also is a caterer, and she just set out a great, wonderful spread of food. We were in charge of drinks, so we brought drinks. We brought like 15 cases of 15 name brand, just tons of drinks. Anyway. Oh, did Country Farmer get his medication? I think that's great. Good to hear. It's kind of bumpy in the RV driving. It bumped us off the bed a couple times. It was something else. Because in the back, you're right over the axle, and so you hit a bump and it really bumps you right off the bed. Anyway, and yeah, it's not like a nice lulling little sleep. But anyway, then we had a toast, and first Marta toast everybody for coming and thanked everybody because she's like Keith's second mother. And then the oldest daughter toasted for the mother and father. And then they asked us to toast, and Keith pointed at me, so I stood up and introduced myself as Kimberly Halsey of the Halsey clan, and everybody clapped. And then I gave my speech, and everybody clapped, and I sat down, and I felt really loved and accepted for who I am and how I am. And even though I'm crippled and I hardly can walk, and people just helped me when I looked like I was faltering and helped me carry my food, and people got me drinks, and it was really nice and made me feel really loved. It was nice. But my son, anyway, he can work a room. He's really personable, and so is my daughter Victory. She can really work a room too. She goes around and says hi to people and works the room really well. And my kids are great. I got pictures on Instagram. I can't splice anymore into YouTube because I can't use Splice. So they're all on Instagram now, the pictures. So everybody who wants to see my family has to look on Instagram. I was going to put some on Facebook too, but I haven't yet. But I'm really proud of my family. They're beautiful. They took pictures of the Halsey Nine, all standing in a row from oldest to youngest. And they're just so proud. They're so proud. My children are so proud to be who they are, and they take real pride in the fact that they're the Halsey Nine, you know? And they all, a bunch of them have tattoos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, Italian girl, that's not good. Yeah, it is. It was nice to be accepted the way that I was. Yeah, did you see the picture on Instagram, Benny Loco? I'm glad Rand showed him to you. I saw that he liked them. Or did I send it to you? I may have sent it to you. I know I sent you the picture. Then the next day we all went to the coast, but it was like beating us up with hailstorm. The sand was so strong, the wind was so strong, we couldn't even get to the water, so we had to turn back and go to our cars. And some of the people walked over another part and got to the Russian River, but I didn't do that. I just went to the car because my feet were hurting too bad from walking in the sand. So I just waited in the car for them, and they only were like 15 minutes. They weren't even that long. And then we went and we parked, and we made these hot dogs, wrapped Polish cheese dogs, really, wrapped with crescent rolls on a stick over a fire, and you go really slow so that you cook the outside crescent roll to puffiness, and you cook the hot dog inside it, and it takes like a half hour to 45 minutes to do, and you have to be really patient, otherwise you eat gooiness, you know what I mean? And you just have to just keep doing it and keep doing it and not let it get near the flame, and just let it like bake on the stick. And we love doing those. They're so much fun. We just have all these camping rituals now as family. It's so much fun. So we did that, and then we drove home that next Sunday morning after, or Sunday afternoon, after we had the, yes, like a pig in a blanket, but on a stick over a fire. And you have to wrap it really tight, otherwise it'll droop down. So you have to wrap the crescent roll really tight around the, we used the big Polish dogs, Polish cheese dogs. They were yummy. They were so yummy. I got stoned on that dab. I got stoned. Yeah. Now Keith has that propane fireplace, which is like bomb. This propane powered fireplace is like the delight of delights. It should be written a poem about. We would need a driver. My daughter Rosie is learning how to drive the RV, and I trust her too. She's a good driver. She drives a little slow compared to what Keith drives it. Keith, he drives like a bat out of hell. He doesn't care. There's a car attached to the back of the RV on a dolly, you know, and he just whips around them corners like nobody's business. I'd be so afraid I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. No way. Oh, hell yeah. Probably. Her wife would come too. Her wife smokes pot. She doesn't smoke pot. Rosie doesn't smoke pot, but her wife does. Oh, they'll be gone June 2nd. They're going to California. That's the weekend they're going to California. The 2nd through the 5th. They'll be gone. They're going to get tattoos. Of a poem from this movie called 10 Things I Hate About You. I don't know what the poem is, though. That. Yeah, I wouldn't get a poem that said that, though. That doesn't strike me as something I would get. I want to get a Stargazer Lily. A big one. I don't know where I'd get it. Here on my chin, where I'm getting bigger. Could always tattoo my chin. Okay, well, I'm gonna hit the road, so I can hit the hay. So I want to take a nap now. So I'm tired. Granny's tired. I'll see you on the flip side. I love you too, Italian girl. Bye, Papa Dabs.